Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for May 24th, which is the Sunday before Memorial Day. So this is actually my Memorial Day passage or service. And usually Memorial Day we are talking about remembrance. We usually do remembrance for those who serve, those who've given their lives, a lot of different things that we do for remembrance. I'm not even going to tell you the passage I'm going to be reading from because part of this teaser, part of this challenge is going to be for you to do some digging. But I want us to focus on the word remembrance. So there's going to be two things I want you to dig into. So this will take you some time. One is look through scripture and see how many times or how many different things they're referring to when they're talking about do this in remembrance of. Do this in remembrance of, or this is being done so we will remember. You'll see this in a lot of different things. And I don't want to give the clues. I mean, there's going to be an obvious one, and I'll give you that one here a little bit later in this video. But there are things about where the Jewish people are doing something in remembrance. And it's so they can tell generations to come why this was done or why this has happened, and remembrance is important. I think those who don't remember history are doomed to repeat it. So remembrance is good. Now the second part of this is that when you think of do this in remembrance of, I think most people think about the Lord's Supper or communion. And actually, that is what I will be preaching on. It's going to be the Lord's Supper and communion. What I want you to do for the challenge, though, is find all the different places that talks about the Lord's Supper. And I will give you a hint. You do have to go outside the Gospels. It is mentioned in some other passages outside of the Gospels to get all of them. And as you look at all of the versions or all the different things that are mentioned in the Lord's Supper, what differences do you see? What in common, and what together makes the significance of the remembrance of communion and doing the Lord's Supper? There are some things mentioned in passages outside the gospel which I think are very key when we do communion and the Lord's Supper, and especially for the whole idea of remembrance or doing this in remembrance of or doing this in honor of or a memorial for. So that's what your challenges are for. So this again is for May 24th. Memorial Day is May 25th. Until then, take care and be safe.